Good evening, everyone. It's Sam here with Sacred Oak Temple. Tonight is the full moon of June 3rd, 2023. And today we're asking for Athena's blessing on the new government that was elected here in Alberta. Regardless of whether we voted for the United Conservative Party or not, they are the government for all of the people of Alberta. And we wish to ask for the goddess Athena, who is the goddess of peace, order, and good government, to bless this government and inspire them with compassion and with good judgment. Sacred Oak Temple begins by respectfully acknowledging that we're located on Treaty 6 territory. Other parts of Alberta are in the territories governed by Treaties 7 and Treaty 8. Today we find ourselves in our place, and we begin with these treaty obligations and connections. We introduce ourselves to the goddesses and gods of these lands, to these rivers, these sky, to the wind that blows across the plain from the mountains. I offer tobacco now to the spirits of this land, and I ask for their permission to be here and help to belong, and for their help in witnessing our oath. As we prepare to enter sacred space, I'd like you to take 3 deep breaths. Hold them for a second and then release them. Begin with the first breath. With this first breath, we are here in our bodies. With the second breath, we reach down to the earth and up to the sky. And with the third breath, we reach out to the others in our circle today and connect our energy to theirs. And now we are prepared to be in a sacred space. I'm going to cast the circle now, and I'd like you to follow along in your circle at home. This is a place that is not a place, in a time that is not a time, halfway between the worlds of gods and of mortals. This is a place that is all places, a time that is eternity, where gods and mortals come together. This is a place that is our home, a time that is our lives, where we can be greater than we thought. Circle is cast. And now I'm going to call the energies of each of the directions, and I'd like you to follow along again in your homes. We call to the east. We call to the air, and for the witness of all of the winged animals. As we breathe in the air, we gain the power to see. To the south, we call to the fire, and for the witness of all the migrating animals. As the fire warms us, we gain the power to take a chance. We call to the water, and for the witness of all the fish and the turtles. The water connects us. It lets us feel what others feel and create a shared dream. To the north, we call to the earth, and for the witness of all of the animals and plants that walk the earth or grow here. The earth gives us the material with which to act, the strength and the foundation of understanding. And we call to the center, to the spirit, to see ourselves and our government as here, in this place, with these mountains, forests, rivers, and cities. We are all citizens, both human and non-human, in Alberta, and our government has responsibilities and obligations to us all. The Spirit calls us to open our eyes and our hearts to move us to act rightly in the world. Blessed be and welcome. As I said, this is a ritual calling for the blessing of Athena, the goddess of good government, on the newly elected government of Alberta. I call for peace, order, and good government under the eye of the goddess Athena. I call, in the light of our obligations and responsibilities to one another, for the blessing of the goddess on the new government of Alberta. I begin to sing of Pallas Athena, the glorious goddess, bright-eyed, grey-eyed, and inventive queen, unbending of heart, pure virgin, savior of cities. Only begotten, blessed and fierce, the souls of mortals you inspire, gymnastic virgin of terrific mind, mother of arts, imperious. Rage to the wicked, wisdom to the good, female and male, purger of evils. All victorious queen, hear me, O goddess, when to thee I pray. Bring madness to the wicked and prudence to the virtuous, O paragon of justice to mortals. You take pleasure in all just people. You loathe unfairness, but fairness delights you, and in you the knowledge of virtue reaches its noble goal. Goddess, who inspired and established and guarded the great democracy of Athens, who established trial by jury, appointed the judges, swore them in, and founded a tribunal of justice for all time to come. Neither anarchy nor tyranny, worship the mean, shore it up with reverence. You in Parliament must rise, cast your lot, judge the case, and be reverent to your oath. Shake out the lots and count them fairly, honor justice. An error in judgment now can mean disaster. The cast of a single lot restores a home to greatness. Peace, blessings rising up from the land and down from the vaulting sky. Let the wind gods breathe, a wash of sunlight streaming through the land. Athena, hear us. Pour from your abundant light compassion, justice, righteousness into the hearts and minds of our government. May they be compassionate and honest. May they be kind to the weak and just to all of us. So mote it be, so mote it be, and so mote it be. It's time to bless food and drink. Let us all wholeheartedly pour forth our hopes and dreams and blessings. It is not we who bless food and drink, but they who bless us. For in their nature they nourish our bodies, and in sharing food and drink we create community. As we share food and drink together, we assume an obligation to each other and an obligation to the larger communities in which we live, an obligation to act, to help other people out, to express love, to be open to being loved. No act of kindness is too small to make a difference. And so it was in ancient times, and so it is today, and so as we go into the future. May you never thirst. And may you never hunger. Share food and drink with me. and with whoever's in your circle at home. And of course, offer some to the gods. Thank you to the divine mysteries, the goddesses and gods that are revealed and concealed in the workings of the world and in our lives. Here in this place, together, we receive the blessings of the Spirit. Drawing from the power of the land to feed us, we close the door of the north with thanks to the earth. Drawing from the power of the water, compassion for each other, we close the door of the west with thanks to the water. Drawing from the power of the fire, courage to make our ideals into actions, we close the door of the south with thanks to the fire. Drawing from the power of the air, knowledge and shared vision, we close the door of the east with thanks to the air. We will go on together. We will support each other. We will build a community. Take a deep breath, hold it, and release it. And another, in, hold, and release. As the sun rises in the morning and the world is covered in light, so that we may see where we are and where we are going. In the same way, the heart, the mind, and the soul open up, and we reach for the light of understanding, and we connect for the infinite, reflected in each other. Take a deep breath again. Hold it, and now release it. This circle is opened but unbroken. Merry meet, and merry part, and merry meet again. Dear friends, although we intend to start meeting again in person, we have set no firm date for that. We'll continue to offer new and full moon rites here. The next new moon rite will be on the 18th of June at 7 p.m., and I'll see you then. Blessed be.